Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? Today I'm going to read to you about how vision works. Vision is the most important sense in humans. We gather more information through our eyes than through all of our other senses combined. It takes a fraction of a second for our eyes to take in a sense. They don't simply take a snapshot. Instead, our eyes dart about quickly and instantly. Livy, starting briefly on details that the brain considers important enters us. The human eye works much like a camera, capturing like light rays and focusing them with lens to form a pinpoint image, like a photograph. In the image, and our eyes are highly detailed and brightly colored. Only in the every center is small, sharp spot in our visual. Field is created by the tiny pits in the back of the eye, called a fova. Your fova forms high definition images of words in this sentence as you read it. Pupil. Light passes through a black hole in the iris called the pupil. Cornea. The curved front part of the eye does the look of the focusing. Unlike the lens, it cannot change shape. Lens. Behind the pupil is an occipital lens. It changes shape to autofocus. Axis humor. The watery liquid called aqueous humor fills the front part of the eye. Ciliary muscle. Surrounding the lens is a ring of muscle that pulls on the lens to change its shape. The iris. The colored part of the eye is called the iris. The iris is a ring of muscle fibers that controls how much light enters the pupil. In bright light, the pupil shrinks to 0.8 and 2 millimeters wide. In the dark, it widens to 0.5 and 9 millimeters. The iris detects not just the light, because also the MR. If you look at something or someone you like, your pupils widen. The iris color comes from melanin. The same pigment molecule that gives hair and skin their color. Jelly. The main part of the eyeball is filled with a jelly-like fluid similar to egg white. If you close your eyes, you can tiny see particles floating in this fluid. Blind spot. Blood vessels and nerves enter and leave the eye here. This part of the retina is called the blind spot because it has no light-sensitive cells. Optic nerve. Optic nerve. Images captured in the retina are carried to the brain by the optic nerve. Sulfur. In the middle of the retina, it is a small pit about 0.04 in 1 millimeter wide fossa. The fossa is very densely packed with cone cells, giving much more dental vision of the rest of the retina. Have the nerve signals traveling from the retina to the brain come from here. Rods and cones. The light capturing the cells in the retina come in two types: rods and cones. Cones can see color and fine detail. but they need bright light to work. Rods work in dim light, but they see in black, white, and pick up less detail. When it's very dark, only your rods work. So the world becomes colorless and blurry. Switch on the light and your cone switch on too, giving you high definition color vision. Wait. Light capturing pink red rods and cones. Retina. Imagine captured by the retina, a layer of light-sensitive cells lining the inside of the eyeball. Inside the eye. Muscle. Each eyeball is attached to 6 muscles working together. They can move the eye in any direction. Sclera. The white of the eye is the sclera. Top protects coat around the eyeball. Inside the eye. If a human eye is hollow ball, filled mostly with clear jelly-like fluid that lets light pass through, the light rays are focused partly by the curved front part of the eye, the cornea. Have blue eyes. The human eye is hollow. The human eye is a hollow ball filled mostly with clear jelly-like fluid that lets light pass through. The light rays are focused partly by the curved front part by the eye, the cornea, and partly by an adjustable lenses. A camera functions by moving its lens above the human eye focus, changing the shape of the lens. The image is captured by a layer of light-sensitive cells lining the inside of the eyeball. The retina then sends the image up to the brain as electrical code. Now everything else. Wait for a second. Okay. Focusing images. When the light rays leave an object, they diverge, spread out to create a sharp image. The eye must bend the diverging rays so they come back to a point and process calling focusing. The cornea and the lens work together to focus light on the retina. The image this creates is upside down, but the brain turns it upright. Rays focus to the form of image. My near and far. When you look at nearby objects, the muscles around the lens in each eye make the lens rounder, increasing the focusing power. When you look at dense objects, the muscles relax and the lens gets flatter. In some people, the focusing power of lens is too strong or weak. Wearing glasses corrects this. Seeing in 3D. Our two eyes see the world from slightly different points of view, creating different images. These two images are combined in the brain to create a single 3D picture. Seen in 3D allows to distance. Bye everyone. Have a good day.